Tired of being on the losing end of the trading game? Tired of those devs taking you for a ride? How about we flip that on its head and we become the devs? I have found an easy way to dev coins and make money consistently. Watch this video and I will show you the step-by-step process that has allowed me to reach 6 figures inside my Phantom wallet.
Alrighty then.
This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay, your patience is nearly going to be rewarded because we will get to the live demonstration. But first, I always like to take a quick look at a random coin and just see how these stories unfold. Now, take a look here. This coin is really interesting and relates quite a lot to the method that we are going to use. So you see this coin, it was over the course of 12 hours. And, this initial boost in the first 1 hour, massive kick up, and that is probably because they've used a tool that we are going to use ourselves later on. But then when they had this massive kick up, it looks like the dev may have very well pulled some of that liquidity. The coin lost all of its confidence, and then everyone else pulled out as well. So the dev here has probably made maybe a bit of a mistake because now no one else is going to invest in the coin, and they've lost a lot of that liquidity, which we can take advantage of. When you apply this method, guys, your P&Ls will start looking like this, guys, here. They will be consistent. It will be green all the way through, and you'll have some crazy money in your account by the time you're done. Now, we're using createcoin.fun. That is the platform that we are going to use to launch our own coin. Now, the best part, there is no coding required. You just need to be able to push a few buttons. Easy as that. You can launch a token with a bit of Solana, a bit of time, and just pushing some buttons. That's what we're going to be doing today, guys. So, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is the kinds of markets that are available to these coins. Most people, when they make a coin, they put it on Pump. Pump's a very popular platform, sure, but it's also very crowded. So what that means is that when you launch your coin, it's you, the 10,000 people that uploaded the coin that second, and then also all the other coins that are already live. There is so much you have to compete with, and also there's restrictions on things like market caps, and there's more fees. It's really just not the place to be for us. Instead, we are going to use the Memecoin market. By switching to dynamic on Axiom, we can have a look at Memecoin. So as you can see here, the market caps are much higher. They go into the millions, and in a few cases I've seen, like here, they go into the billions. 26.5 billion. That is a crazy amount of money to be on a meme coin. So that's what we're going to take advantage of when we use Create Coin. Okay, so in order to be prepared for this, you need to have just over $100 in your Phantom wallet. As you can see here, that's how much I've got. Let's connect the wallet through the Connect Wallet button, and let's get ready to go. So when you are launching your own coin on createcoin.fun, one of the things that you can do is make your own from scratch. And, this is kind of fun and would be a neat thing to do, I guess, if you're just looking for something with your name on it. And you just create a meme coin, you give it a narrative, you give it an image, and you do all that jazz. And most of the time, it won't go anywhere because there's no momentum. So how do we get that momentum? We are going to use the copy trending button. Okay, so on here, this scours Pump and looks for the coins that are doing well, even in that restrictive market space. So these are good coins and people have faith in them. So when you bring them over to Memecoin, people will either remember the coin or it will already have a bunch of bots that are ready for it and will tag on. So that's what we're going to take advantage of. So any of these would be a good choice, especially considering the short term that I run these coins on. But if none of them are up to your speed, you can always refresh and have a little look. Okay, so we've got here the potential market caps, the names, and when they were last paired. So use that information to make your decision. I'm just going to pick this one here because it's got a nice market cap. Venetian mouse. Nietzsche is an interesting philosopher, so why don't we just use that? So what's going to happen is the request is initially going to be blocked. You need to proceed, confirm, and confirm. Okay, tick a box here and then confirm again. So this is a standard part of the process. I have to do this every single time I set one of these wallets up to show you from the beginning. Okay, so we need to create a token via a liquidity pool now. So in this liquidity pool, we are just putting a bit of the Solana that's in our account onto the coin. That is the initial investment that gets it onto the market. So you don't need to worry about any of these details here. The name will remain the same, the amount of tokens will remain the same, but we just need to make sure we are putting in a decent chunk of SOL. So we need to put in 0.2 SOL, right? So that is the amount that I would recommend. You can put in a bit more or a bit less if you wish, but to be honest, I've had the best results with 0.2 SOL. If you're doing this for the first time, that's what I highly recommend. So you hit create pool and then you confirm the transaction, and once you've done that, your coin will be live in a few moments. Whilst we are waiting for that, let's have a look at what we've got here. So we've got our coin here, we've got the name, name, we've got the pool, we've got the pooled sol that we've put in, we've got the tokens, and we've got the value currently sitting at $15 and a third. So hit the lightning bolt button. This is a particularly important part of this process because what it does is for a tiny amount of sol, for 0.25 sol, you can be boosted to the top of Dex Screener's trending list. So what this means is that all those trend chasers and all those bots, they see our coin first and they jump on it. And that means the coin gets hot really quickly. So we don't have to sit there and wait around for 6 hours, 12 hours, 3 days before our coin gets anywhere. It will get somewhere right from the get-go. So let's hit boost there and let's hit confirm. There we are. So now we are going to have a look on Dex Screener and see how the coin performs. So what we've got here is the start of our coin's journey. And as you can see, there's the name there. So we are live, we are cooking, we are ready to go. So already we're getting some seriously good numbers here. So we're past the 1K already on the market cap. So we have overtaken most of the pump coins that get made, especially in this time frame. Our liquidity is looking pretty good at $700 right now, but that will hopefully shoot up. There we go. We're at 2K. Brilliant. So there'll be a bit of ebb and flow, of course, but as this coin develops, you'll see the value will just go up and up and up. Now, I make money on these videos, and if you want to win half of what I make from this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will put you into a prize draw. Back to createcoin.fun. So we've been running that for a little bit. Let's have a little refresh. This is the most exciting part for me because I get to see how much money I made, and you get to see how much, half of which will be up in that prize draw. $840. That is an incredible transformation, and in just a little bit of time as well, guys. Hit the minus button, pull all of that liquidity. That's all going in our pockets. That's what we want. We're going to remove all that liquidity, and we are going to hit confirm because we want to be paid. There we go, guys. It's as easy as that, and you will see when I open my Phantom wallet again, we will have probably around 800, or there we go, $838, guys. That's the method. Get on and do it.